So
Yeah, I won't know. I can lie.
just use that. Why not?
You can ask me after. In terms of segmentation, as a psychologist, what I'm finding is the fact there's a lot of attention on the kind of pragmatics and the kind of hard data. So age, gender, spend, what they click on websites, which is okay. Unfortunately, that doesn't really get to the bottom of why people do stuff, and that's where I come in. So it's the whys. So we need to segment people by their needs. So if you have a customer who needs to be in control, that's what you need to sell them, not the product. So how does the product help them achieve control? Same as if a kind of customer has the need for social integration. How do you kind of avert that fear of being isolated? What does your product or your service do to help them do that? So it's a much more kind of a hidden world that we're kind of thinking about here. And obviously given that, and it's kind of a specialist kind of subject, you need kind of specialist people to help you do that. So we kind of work with data people, we work with marketing, sales, to kind of add that other lens in to kind of look at the more hidden world of the consumer and how they make the decisions and kind of what they need to hear from you. In terms of what customers need, it's not always what they tell you. If you think about your life, you probably, if I asked you why did you do something, you're going to find it very difficult to actually explain to me in a coherent, rational way why you decided to do something or why you decided not to do something. So for us, it's that looking under the bonnet or the kind of skin level to see what's really happening kind of there driving that kind of choice or that inactivity. So the needs are things such as, what does this mean to me? Does it make me look intelligent? Is it going to make me look stupid? Do I understand it? Does it allow me to integrate into groups? Does it allow me to show off? These are what we mean by the kind of products and the brand. So the brands need to think about more about this kind of space than the fact that I'm sure they've got lots of products that are really good quality, very good price, but if someone doesn't feel that it actually meets their kind of needs, then you've kind of lost them. And it's kind of that emotional kind of attachment that we kind of need to think about. In terms of e-commerce, psychology, I think will play a greater role because, for example, you're finding that if you think about a chat box, just as a simple example, so people might be more honest and kind of open to a chat box. So they'll give you more data, which gives you a headache because then you have more data to think about, well, why is that data emerging? Why is it important? What doesn't happen with AI and kind of e-commerce kind of stuff that's online is the fact that you don't get human interaction. And the human brain is designed to talk to other people. Okay, so we have eyes to look at other people, look at their reactions, not just what they say, it's how they say it and what they're not saying. And kind of, being in the digital world, that doesn't happen. So we lose that kind of interaction. So one of the things that psychology can do is kind of help out. How do we bring this into the e-commerce world? And I think we need to kind of move into that direction more so now in the coming years.